Hi guys, Mary here and welcome to my channel. It's been a little while since I have done a sit-down vloggy type video, and today is mostly going to be talking, so if that's not your jam, maybe check out my ASMR videos or some of my more curated videos where like maybe I'm opening some vintage products or something like that. If you want to stick around, that's so awesome. I'm glad to have you here. I've got a lot of news to catch you up on. I probably won't be able to cover everything, so hopefully I can cover most of the important stuff. Not gonna lie, some of today's topics are gonna be a little bit serious. Some of it has to do with pet health and things like that, my own health and stuff. So if that's not your thing, I totally understand. You know, it would help if maybe you just want to share the video for somebody that might like something like this. But yeah. Okay, so I guess the number one thing I should say, where the heck have I been? Because I've been uploading some videos, but not too often. Well, I think the last time I made a proper video, I had a severe anxiety attack afterwards, and I spent maybe a week or 2 weeks dealing with some serious OCD. If you're curious to know what that might look like in an autistic adult such as myself, it's not as typical as you might assume from TV or something like that. Basically, what I was doing, and I'll insert a clip here, painting and repainting this one particular reborn doll over and over and over and over and over and over again. I probably stripped and painted the doll 20 times in 1 week. It got so bad that my fingernails were peeling off because of the constant chemicals I was using to strip the doll. But anyways, I know that it sounds a little crazy, and that's because it is. It's a mental health disorder, but kinda sucks, but that's what it was. What the trigger to all that was, I'm actually not really sure. Maybe financial stuff? But anyways, after I got done dealing with that and healing up from that, I basically jumped feet first into training for a bunch of these races and stuff that my hubby and I have up and coming. And that went really well. Everything was going great. I was feeling good. Life was wonderful, and then I injured myself, and this has probably been the most serious running injury I have had yet. I ended up going to the ER. I cried, which is a big deal because I normally don't, and the ER basically said, you've got something worse, but we cannot legally say what we think it is. We have to grade it as a grade 1 sprain, even though it's obviously not. I wasn't even able to walk at all. It was scary, it sucked, it was very painful. They tried to give me like an on-the-spot pain shot, and I was like, no thanks. They tried to give me Valium for it, and I was like, no, it's too much stuff. Basically I just took ibuprofen and wished I had never done that in the first place. So I will post here's some pictures. I'm sure you've seen some pictures of what my foot looked like. It was pretty bad. And just to irritate me the most, I had a 5K race that I was really looking forward to going to that I was not able to run in. In fact, I actually did that 5K race in a wheelchair. My hubby pushed me, and I was really amazed by his strength and endurance. I tried to push myself in some places, which you can see in my husband's words. I turned my hands into hamburger meat. Yeah, it was a very, very hard race. It was at nighttime. It was on the edges of a lake. It was under the full moon. It was beautiful, and it was absolutely insane. And my little niece, she's 8, had her first asthma attack that night because the humidity was up to 100%, and she just was not equipped for it. And she also experienced her first side stitch, but she got through it. I was really proud of her, and she's a really strong little lady. Even though she definitely threatened to jump into the lake a few times, and she threatened to lay down on the side of the trail and not move. But she did it. She got through it. She did embarrassingly tell the race director that the race sucked and she didn't like it, and I was like, oh, that's embarrassing. But hey, for her, it was the truth. It was a very tough race. My husband and her both placed 3rd in their division. I placed 10th, but I think that's fair considering I was in a wheelchair. And overall, we were not last. We actually beat 2 people. But it was tough. A very tough race. Yeah. Okay, and I guess for the other bit of news that you guys should probably know about, I have bad news about my rabbits. Tansy is dying. She is actually my youngest rabbit. She had a ruptured eye, and she had to have it taken out, and she survived that, and she was doing so much better. And then all of a sudden, one day, she just wasn't able to use her back legs. And that went on for about a week, and she stopped eating very much. And we took her to the vet, and it turns out she is riddled with cancer, and there isn't very much I can do for her. Silver's so upset. He's convinced that I am magic and that I can just fix his wife. And so he's been growling and biting and puffing up really big anytime I am near because he wants me to do something about it. When we took her to the vet, he started being nice to me again because he thinks that I've done something to fix her, and it's only a matter of time, really. When she dies, he could possibly go with her because of their bond. It's like a marriage, so, you know. I don't really feel like it's fair because she's such a sweet rabbit. She's really the sweetest rabbit I have. And, like, I have a lot of good memories with her. Like, I remember sewing her this tiny little costume when I first got her. I remember she cost me $36, and I had to dump out, like, all the change that I had in my piggy bank just to get her. I got her on my birthday. I actually rescued her from a farm store. So moving on from that, I suppose maybe that's kind of what is fueling my current obsession of things, but I've been like on a really obsessive Minecraft building thing. I've actually been building in Boogie's Minecraft server. I've got a few builds there. A few of my things were actually shown in one of his recent videos, which I thought was pretty cool, of collecting of like little blind bags stuff, like squishies. I just got this smushy mushy plushie, so I don't know. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and do the outro and just tell you guys that I love you. Not all of my videos are this sad or heavy hitting, but it's kind of part of life, right? This is a part of my daily life, and since I share my life with you guys, not everything is perfect or wonderful. And I just wanted to let you know that if you're going through hard things too, there are other people out there who are going through similar issues or can understand your pain, and you're not alone. And yeah, it's okay. So, I love you. Mary out.